Hey there, and welcome back to Legend Finance, your reliable guide in the world of wealth creation. Today, we're unveiling simple business ideas that have the potential to ramp up your wealth like you wouldn't believe. They're not rocket science, but tried and tested strategies that have worked wonders for many. Think they could work for you too? Let's dive in and find out. But before we start, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel to continue this journey of financial growth with us. Now, let's get started. 1. Raw eco-friendly shampoo bars and skincare. Plastics and chemicals, that is old news. Nowadays, it's all about products that are kind to both the environment and our bodies. Beauty and Bees, a Tasmania-based company, has nailed this trend. Their shampoo bars and plastic-free packaging are flying off the virtual shelves, and their online stores can hardly keep up. They recognized the shift in consumer attitudes and met it with a superior alternative, paving a smooth path to success. 2. Homeschool assistance. Missed the homeschooling boom? Oops! The pandemic lockdown sparked a trend where more parents are opting for homeschooling over traditional schooling. That means there's a whole new demand for in-house services, everything from tutoring to music lessons, and even needs for items like printers, ink, stationery, and furniture. If you can meet these needs, you're in business. With e-learning sales expected to reach a whopping $325 billion by 2025, according to Forbes, it's a good idea to jump into this educational gold rush before it's crowded with competitors. 3. Selling houseplants. Who would have guessed that our generation is crazy about houseplants? No Zoom call is complete without at least one plant-filled bookshelf peeking in. Join the indoor greenery trend by supplying the latest trendy plants or offering a subscription rental service. This way, your clients will always keep up with the trends. A company in South Africa, Plantify, is doing exactly this. They've expanded into potted plants, plant rentals, and a plethora of indoor plants, providing all the information you need to help your plants thrive. It's a blooming business worldwide. 4. Flowers and other wedding-related services. Who would have thought we'd see a global flower shortage during a pandemic? But as wedding bells start ringing again, there's a frantic rush for blooms. This means the wedding industry is buzzing. Planners, photographers, and caterers are scrambling to meet the demand. Businesses that can keep up are set to thrive. And if a $1 million venture isn't enough for you, check out our video for $15 billion ideas up for grabs. Number 5. Supplying bespoke fresh produce to restaurants. After months of takeaways, we're all craving fresh restaurant food. Whatever your local cuisine requires, there's likely a product in short supply. Spot the shortage, solve it, and voila, you've got a business. Whether it's escargot, tilapia, oysters, seaweed, microgreens, or mushrooms, restaurants and stores often struggle to find a reliable fresh supply. You could be the solution they need for the next big food trend. 6. Latest smart accessory. To supply the latest smart accessories, you don't have to be a tech genius like Steve Jobs to succeed in the tech supply chain. If you're ready with accessories for the latest gadgets like phone covers, chargers, and screen protectors, you can get them on the market before others. Staying aware of upcoming launches and building manufacturer contacts are the first steps toward success. 7. Post-COVID entertainment craze. There's no denying that the world has undergone significant change. We now see cinemas and cruise ships in a different light, and it seems like we've exhausted every online puzzle out there. However, it's worth noting that during the COVID era, businesses that adapted to these changes or offered alternatives actually thrived. If you happen to miss out on the staycation services or the online board game boom, don't worry. There's still an opportunity to ride the post-COVID entertainment wave. The key is to embrace change and think outside the box to create safe and alternative forms of entertainment. By tapping into the evolving needs and preferences of people, those who can provide innovative and secure entertainment options will be the ones who succeed. It's a chance to bring something fresh and exciting to the table, so let's embrace the challenge and seize the opportunities that lie ahead. 8. Meal prep services. COVID has highlighted the importance of health. Balancing work, play, and eating healthy can be stressful for many. Here's where you come in. Revamp Grandma's wholesome recipes with a health twist and offer prepared meal services. Sign up clients weekly or monthly, delivering fresh or frozen meals ready to heat and eat, but without the preservatives and letdowns of supermarket meals. 9. Secure and display NFTs. Have you noticed the explosion of NFT trading platforms lately? It's pretty wild. And with all these digital assets floating around, owners are starting to think about how they can securely store and display their precious NFTs. Here's an idea. What if we create NFT galleries where we curate and showcase these unique digital pieces? I know it might sound outlandish at first, but think about it. Just a while ago, paying $1 million for a widely shared digital file seemed absolutely ridiculous. And now, it's become the norm. Instead of criticizing the NFT market, let's shift our focus towards servicing it. There's a vast and growing market out there for secure NFT storage and display. It's time we dive into this exciting opportunity and tap into the potential it holds. 10. Sports 2.0. Have you ever wondered how sports might look post-COVID? We're going to need some new measures to make sure everyone's safe and to bring people back to public spaces. Just imagine temperature scanners, air sanitizers, and controlled queuing systems installed everywhere until we got the virus under control. You know, mass sporting events are going to present lots of new needs that aren't all that hard to meet. And here's the exciting bit. Meeting these needs might just be the ticket that catapults us to millionaire status. Pretty wild to think about. 11. Tech support for the elderly. You know, it's interesting. Not everybody manages to keep up with the rapid pace of technological changes, right? And as folks get older, they often stop trying to catch up. But that doesn't mean they don't need to update their phones or get on board with the latest family communication apps. Here's a thought. How about we offer online or even on-site tech support for those everyday PC issues? They don't need to be complex networking or security projects. Just helping them set up a webcam or a new phone could be a good earner. It sounds doable, doesn't it? The great thing is that this kind of business is totally scalable. And if we price it right, they could keep us pretty busy. It's a win-win if you ask me. 12. Honey. You know what we've been noticing? A lot of folks are catching on that the honey they're getting from the supermarket often has more flavored sugar than actual honey. Can you believe that? Because of all the processing, a lot of the nutritional value gets lost. So there's a pretty big market out there for pure, unadulterated honey. We could tap into this liquid gold by getting into beekeeping or hive clearing. I've heard some folks even move hives around the countryside, helping out farmers with the bees' pollination skills. Pretty cool, right? And guess what? Even if we start small in this business, it could quickly blossom into a sweet source of wealth. 13. Travel 2.0. Travel has undoubtedly transformed, and instead of longing for the old ways, it's more constructive for us to see the exciting business opportunities arising. Take a look at sanitizing solutions. They've become a necessary item in everyone's travel kit, breaking out of their traditional medical setting. Meanwhile, safe travel options have graduated from being a luxury to an absolute necessity. Any service promoting safety and security in these uncertain times is primed to be a game changer. In addition, there's a notable uptick in the demand for remote stays. More and more travelers are gravitating towards the concept of secluded, private vacations as a practical choice. Plus, there's an opening in the market for private airport transport services as people aim to minimize their risk. So instead of dwelling on how travel has changed, let's capitalize on these changes. After all, every challenge does bring new opportunities, doesn't it? 14. Start a food truck. Did you ever consider the idea of starting a food truck? You might think it's just a mom-and-pop kind of business, but let me tell you, it's so much more. And with the recent pandemic, folks are crazy about outdoor eating more than ever. These food trucks, they're not just mobile kitchens, they're mobile gold mines. Entrepreneurs who hit the right spot are making millions. And guess what? Experts are saying that the U.S. food truck industry alone might reach a whopping value of $996.2 million. So if we've ever thought about cashing in on this trend, now seems like the perfect time. Can you imagine us running a successful food truck? Pretty exciting, huh? 15. High-risk services. So do you have a thing for heights or wild creatures? If so, high-risk services might be just the thing for us, and believe me, it's a lucrative market. Did you know there's a growing number of people worldwide owning big cats and other exotic pets? And these pets need grooming. You wouldn't believe it, but there's a high concentration of these owners in the UAE. And guess what else is on the rise over there? High-rise buildings. But that's not only in the UAE, right? We see more and more skyscrapers on every city's skyline. And with all that glass, guess what they need? Window washers. Companies are ready to pay big bucks to contractors willing to take up this specialized job because, let's face it, There aren't exactly lines of people signing up for this kind of work. Interesting, huh? And that brings us to the end of yet another insightful journey through the world of simple yet potent business models. These business ideas, though straightforward, pack a powerful punch in their potential to build wealth. Remember, it's not always the most intricate or novel ideas that yield success, but often the simplest ones executed exceptionally well. Thank you for spending your time with us at Legend Finance. If you found this video valuable, don't hesitate to like, share, and subscribe to our channel so we can continue providing the insights you need on your road to prosperity. Until we meet again in our next video, keep exploring, keep learning, and above all, as always, stay legendary.